Hey guys, welcome to Monday. If this is your first time, I'm so excited for you to begin. Because this is the start of a new week, there are a few things that you need to do to get set up for the week. First of all, you need to pick the passage that you're going to be studying. If you don't know where to start, consider picking the Gospel of John or possibly one of Paul's letters like Galatians, Ephesians, or Philippians. Something else that you might want to consider if this is your first time through is choosing Proverbs 8. The example section at the beginning of your devotions has example answers for Proverbs 8. And so that might help you as you go through the study. Don't copy the answers from a Proverbs 8, but use them if you get stuck or if you need ideas to help you decide how to answer the answers each day. Next, we need to identify the literature type. We talked about this in the tutorial, and it's something that will help us later in the week to understand the passage. But we want to know what we're reading before we begin the first time. So look this up at the literature type chart at the beginning of your book and write it in the space provided. Now let's jump in. Each and every day, we're going to pray and ask God for help. So pray and ask God to help give you a heart that is ready to listen, wisdom to understand, and the courage to obey His word. Go ahead and read through the passage now. We'll start digging deep tomorrow, but today, try to get the big picture, the overall concept of what the passage is talking about. You'll be picking one of the verses you read to memorize this week. So as you read, look for a verse that stands out to you, seems important, or maybe states the main idea of the chapter. Write that verse in the space provided. If this is not your first week, you may be continuing in the next chapter in a book that you were reading last week. Look for things that connect last week's chapter to this week's chapter. There might be a word like therefore or because of this at the beginning. That means there's a connection between what was said before and what's about to be said in this chapter. If there's something like that, write that in the space that's provided. Finally, flip over your book. Today, you're going to be starting with your prayer journal. You're going to be filling out your prayer journal for the week. Start with praise. What are some things that you want to praise God about? Now, if you have a hard time thinking of that, there's 2 pages called the Praise Bank that give you ideas of things from the Bible that you can praise God about. Next, add a few prayer requests. But in these prayer requests, try not to be selfish. Pray for others and have a thankful heart as you depend on God for your needs. Next, write down a few things that you need God's help in overcoming in your life. Usually those are sins or things that you struggle with. Be honest and humble. Finish your prayer time by praying through your prayer journal. You finished the first day. Great job. Keep going.